Good morning everyone, this is George Bairuthi giving you the overnight report, and that's for Wednesday the 3rd of September. First of all, who we are. We're a stockbroking firm here on the Gold Coast in Queensland, Australia, and a bit more about the company later in this presentation. Now to the disclaimer. First, everything I say here is for general advice and general information only. Before you take any action, please consult with your professional advisor or talk to us directly. A copy of this disclaimer is available to you should you wish to receive it. Today we continue with our editorial, and we covered yesterday the PMI, which is the Purchasing Managers Index. We have part 2. We show you how the formula is worked out. So every time you hear a number given on a particular market or a particular economy, you know exactly what it means and how it's calculated. Prior to that, we finished a series on options, everything you needed to know about options and trading options, and there were about approximately 13 part series. And before that, we did also a series on futures market. So if you need to receive any of this material or go through any of it, all you have to do is go to the website and subscribe on the 15-day free trial and go to education. Alright, overnight what you see here is that the market in America was actually down 31 points, very narrow range. That's actually down 0.2%. The S&P 500 continues to remain above the 2000 psychological level, just by a whisker. Before the long weekend it was 2003, and when it traded and finished and closed this morning was only 1 point down from the closing previously, so finished at 2002. The StoxX 50 index, which comprises several European major markets, was actually up 0.2%. The FTSE was steady. The DAX was up 0.3%. In Japan, the Nikkei index was up 1.24%, and in Shanghai the market was up 1.3%. Gold overnight was quite down a bit. It finished this morning at $1,265. That's nearly $20 down from the previous close. Silver was also down by 1.5%, and you see here some soft commodities and the Australian dollar. The Australian dollar was down 0.5 cent. Was trading 92.8 euro, that's US dollars, US cents. And as far as the euro is concerned, Australian dollar will convert into 70.6 euro cents. As far as announcements, going down that list, we see that in Australia we have the services index at 9:30 today. And in China at 11 o'clock we have a non-manufacturing PMI. At 11:30 today we have the GDP quarter on quarter. And then we've got the services PMI in China. The RBA Governor Stevens will speak this afternoon. I'm sure the market will be interested on what he has to say. Tonight in the United States we have few data: factory orders, total vehicle sales, and tonight we're probably going to get some retail sales month on month for the local market. Alright, so it's very important to know what announcements are about to be released and which ones can affect the market up or down. Our analyst here at FS Securities puts various picks and FS Security trades on this summary sheet. In here you see a very brief summary about the companies that we are trading and some of the picks that we like to pursue further in analysis. If you're interested in any of those, you can get more details about all these entries by going to the website. Otherwise you can call us and we'll help you out with any recommendations. Every day we update the market volume to show the trend over the last 3 weeks. We also like to show the ratio of advances to declines. It really shows the strength of the momentum and how the buyers and sellers interact. I believe this is one of many ways to understand the trend of the market. Again, this chart is available on our market report that we send out to our subscribers and we place on the website. Here we scan the market to show the gainers over the last trading session. From this table you may wish to select one or two stocks to do further analysis, or you may wish to talk to us so we can present you with further analysis. Looking at down the list, we've got AngloGold Ashanti up nearly 8% yesterday, Macquarie Telecom Group up nearly 5.3%, and so on. We also show you the volume. Telstra had 27 million shares traded. The day before it only had 14 million. Remember, Telstra had very high volume up to the ex-dividend date. The mums and dads and the various institutions like to trade Telstra prior to the ex-dividend. We give you a snapshot about the top 10 performing amongst the 200 index, and as well as the 10 worst performing. Starting from the bottom, Resolute Mining was down 4.6%, BC Iron was down 3.5%, going up the list, Northern Star down 3%, Sandfire nearly 3%. Going up the list on the positive side, we have Origin Energy up 3%, AWE 3.5%, Mesoblast, this is a company that has appeared on our radar for the last several days. It was up 5.1%. Qantas continues to perform well. It was up 5.2% yesterday. And Paladin is a uranium company. It was up 5.9%, let's say 6%. That's on the announcement that the Prime Minister is able to negotiate uranium export to India. We also show you the various companies, the various sectors that performed yesterday. You can see most sectors were up yesterday, with nearly reaching the upper end of the range. The blue column here, if it's 100%, it means it finished on the highest point of the range. Then every weekend we give you the various picture as far as the last 2 weeks. This gives you a better idea about how it's happening in the market. For instance, the Dow Jones over the last 2 weeks was up by 2.6% at the end of last weekend, and gold was down 1.3% over 2 weeks. The Australian dollar was up 0.24%, as well as the American dollar was very strong the last 2 weeks with a rise of 1.5%. We give you the sectors as well as the various companies, and you can see going down the list. You can see, for instance, down here, QBE was up 7.6%, AMP was up 9.5% over the last 2 weeks. BHP was down 6.1% over the last 2 weeks. Rio was down 4.1%. Finally, we give you the ex-dividend. We give them to you in two different formats. One by date, so you know which date these ex-dividend dates will affect you, because on that date or on those dates, if you're a shareholder of this particular company, you know you're going to get this dividend, and whether it's 0 franc or 100% franked. We also like to show you the same table, except this time we show you the yield. So you can see that BC Iron, with all the problem they've got with iron ore prices, still gives 11.5% yield. I guess probably that's because they maintained the dividend and the price of BC Iron has been declining. Okay, finally, who I am. I'm the director here at FS Securities. My name is George Beiruthi. As you can see, I have many years of trading and investment experience and several qualifications to support what I offer my clients. My ambition today is to help our clients and prospective clients to become effective investors and traders. Here we are, a bit more about the company. We are a stockbroking firm, fully licensed. We trade equities, options, commodities, CFDs, futures and foreign exchange. We also offer Very attractive investment. That's on 7% interest paid over 1 year, and the interest is paid monthly. We also offer, if you block in your capital for over 3 years, we offer a 9% interest return. We are financial planners and cater for all your financial needs. Now finally, so to close this presentation, how to reach us: you can call us on our landline 61 for Australia, 7 for Queensland, 56304141. That's our landline number. Alternatively, you can call my mobile, available to be reached 7 days a week when I'm not playing bridge, tennis, at the movies, or dining out. So you can actually write to me, george@fssecurities.com.au, and you've got the website. And if you're not a member already and you're not registered, we recommend that you go to the website and register and enroll and get for 15 days free trial. And if you like what you see, then maybe you want to talk to us later on. That's finally. Have a nice trading day, and I'll be back at 1:15 to tell you what happened during the morning.